box. This is the video box that I'm in and that you're looking at right now. This is where the teacher will share their screen and show you what to do. When the teacher is showing you how to do something, you should make this video box go into full screen by clicking on the full screen icon here. Try it now and this video should get bigger and cover your whole screen. When the lesson starts, you will see all the steps for the lesson appear here. These are the steps you need to follow to create the project, and the teacher will guide you through each of these step by step. Though if you wish to go ahead and follow them yourself, that's no problem. You will normally be working with two tabs, one tab for the instructions and one tab for creating the code and your project. When you have completed a step, come back to the Instructions tab and click on this green Done button. You get an award and learning points for each step you complete. Under the video box, you will see what step the teacher is currently on. Under that, you will see the chat feed. The chat feed shows you how everyone is doing, and you can put your own entries into it by clicking on the blue chat button and entering your question or message. Or you can give a quick thumbs up or down, or even put in emojis by using the green react button. After the teacher has shown you how to do a step, click on the exit full screen button to make the video go back small. Try it now. Okay, that's it for the instructions. We can't wait to see what you create. And remember, you can always come up with your own ideas and add them into your project. If you do want to share your project and your own ideas, you can do that using the purple button at the bottom of the lesson. We often show the best ones at the start of the next class. Okay, today's lesson is going to start in a few minutes, so strap in and get ready to code. Hey everyone, we'll be starting the live lesson shortly, but before we do, let's go over a few instructions on how live lessons work and how you can join in. First of all, let's talk about the teacher's video box. This is the video box that I'm in and that you're looking at right now. This is where the teacher will share their screen and show you what to do. When the teacher is showing you how to do something, you should make this video box go into full screen by clicking on the full screen icon here. Try it now and this video should get bigger and cover your whole screen. When the lesson starts, you will see all the steps for the lesson appear here. These are the steps you need to follow to create the project, and the teacher will guide you through each of these step by step. Though if you wish to go ahead and follow them yourself, that's no problem. You will normally be working with two tabs, one tab for the instructions and one tab for creating the code and your project. When you have completed a step, come back to the Instructions tab and click on this green Done button. You get an award and learning points for each step you complete. Under the video box, you will see what step the teacher is currently on. Under that, you will see the chat feed. The chat feed shows you how everyone is doing, and you can put your own entries into it by clicking on the blue chat button and entering your question or message. Or you can give a quick thumbs up or down, or even put in emojis by using the green react button. After the teacher has shown you how to do a step, click on the exit full screen button to make the video go back small. Try it now. Okay, that's it for the instructions. We can't wait to see what you create. And remember, you can always come up with your own ideas and add them into your project. If you do want to share your project and your own ideas, you can do that using the purple button at the bottom of the lesson. We often show the best ones at the start of the next class. Okay, today's lesson is going to start in a few minutes, so strap in and get ready to code. Hey everyone, we'll be starting the live lesson shortly, but before we do, let's go over a few instructions on how live lessons work and how you can join in. First of all, let's talk about the teacher's video box. This is the video box that I'm in and that you're looking at right now. This is where the teacher will share their screen and show you what to do. When the teacher is showing you how to do something, you should make this video box go into full screen by clicking on the full screen icon here. Try it now and this video should get bigger and cover your whole screen. When the lesson starts,
Hello everyone, welcome to Coding Ireland, and today I'm back with your favorite lesson, which is Build Battles. I know that all of you love the session for Build Battles, and this is what we have today in Arcade. So we have 5 coders in as of now. We have Edge123, we have Curious Z, and so while let's wait for a couple of minutes so that we get more people on the battlefield. Meanwhile, I'll quickly go through the rules just to revise with all of you. So, what build battles are is that today I will not be teaching you to make a specific game. You guys will be making your own projects in Microsoft Make Code. So, it's called battles. It's like we have 3 battles. One is 15-minute, one is 10 minutes, and one is 1 minute. Okay, so you guys will get 15 minutes to create a project of your own choice and then share it in the chat screen. And at the end, we will decide who the winner is. All right. So I'm just going to quickly take a few minutes and revise some, I'm just going to call it revision. And we're going to revise a little bit on how you can make some basic things over here. Now, first of all of you can create a sprite through create sprite option, and you can just create a sprite of your own in the editor. For example, if I create a heart, it can come like this. As usual, I'm not very good at drawing. Or you guys can also choose a sprite from the gallery. Okay, and when you do so, your sprites shall appear over here, and you can just give any name to your sprite. Then your sprite can also move through buttons, uh, the the arrow keys in the controller box. Then you can set the background in the scene section. So you can set your background colors, or you can also set, if you want, you can set the background image. Again, you have the option to draw it, or you have the option to choose a default backdrop from over here. Uh, Secondly, what is very, very important is your tile maps. So, tile maps are different from backgrounds in the sense that they allow you to create a scene for your game. All right, so you cannot interact with your background, but you can interact with a tile map, and it can give you a sensation, a sense of the background moving. Okay, so all that has to be done with a tile map, and you can set it through the set tile map option from over here. One quick thing over here to notice is that by default you will get a 16 by 16 dimension. So let's say if I just plant trees at the boundaries, okay, you have tiles over here which you can use, or you can also create one of your own. And if I click on done, you guys can notice that it's not completely showing on my screen. All right, the reason is that by default this screen over here is 10 by 8. So if I change it from 10 to 8, this is what your visible screen would look like. So let's say I just change it to this, and now you can see that we have this border over here. Okay guys, so remember, if you want to just display things on this particular screen, change your dimensions to 10 by 8. Otherwise, if you want it, if you want the width to go longer, wider, you can just play around with the first dimension, which is for the width, and you can see it's become very, very wide. Okay, let's say you want your character to flow and move across the screen like in a Mario game. Or let's say if you want it to be bigger horizontally, then change the height parameter, and now you can see that it's very big vertically. So let's say you have a falling object kind of a game, so you can just play around with these. Okay, um, yeah, I think that's it. You can add music from music. You have some score life in the info section, and the rest is just general. Okay, so okay, guys, if you have any doubts, you can always send them in the chat section if you're stuck in your idea, and you can also send me emojis from over here. So I'm just gonna mark step one as done. That was all about the introduction, and we get a field hockey. So I am now gonna start the timer, and we are gonna start the first build battle. You have 15 seconds to create whatever you want, and then just share your project through this link. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer for 15 minutes. So mm, I started it, guys. So just click on start your project, and let's just create it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make one for my own. I'm just gonna make a project in the background and keep babbling. You guys can just continue to your own work. And if you want any hints or guidelines, you can always just text or point to my project. Okay, so I'm just gonna make shoot the balloon game. So what I have in mind is just to have some balloons popping up on my screen, and then I'm just gonna try to make a archery kind of a game. I will let you guys know uh, every now and then whenever we have whatever time we have left. Guys, a very important, very useful tip, in fact, if you guys can just point to my screen for a minute, there is a search toolbox over here, just above your toolbox section. So if you just search, let's say tile, it will give you all the blocks related to tile. Okay, so that's a shortcut to find the coding block that you're looking for. So I just want my screen to be just a visible screen. So I did my dimensions of 10 by 8. And I'm gonna go create my own new tile as well. So I'm gonna create some balloons over here. Let's see. Okay, guys, we have 10 minutes left. 5 minutes are over. And I have also done completing my balloon creation. And I'm using my balloons to just randomly place them on my screen. So let's see how my backdrop looks like. Okay, that looks really good. So that's some balloons floating in the sky, and now I'm gonna make my sprite, which is an arrow, like an archery tool. Let me just see if any one of you has any doubts. Uh, okay, I think we're all good. Okay, I will draw my arrow as well. Okay, let's draw an arrow. Okay. So it's about half time, guys. We have 7.5 minutes left, and I have just created my backdrop as of now. So I'm just gonna set my sprite in my sprite's position. And I am just allowing my sprite to move vertically. So the Vx is 0. So guys, remember, if you want something to move just along horizontal direction, make the vertical velocity Vy 0, and the opposite if you want it to be moving only in the vertical direction. And remember to check your code side by side by running your code in the screen. Okay, 6 minutes left, guys. Okay. Guys, we have 5 minutes left. Remember, if you want your sprites to interact with each other or with the background, you can always use the block in the sprite section, which is on sprite of kind player overlaps with another sprite of kind player, or on sprite of kind player overlaps with some section of your background. Guys, we have 3 minutes left. Guys, one last minute is left. Okay, last 10 seconds, guys. So we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, Four, three, two, one. Okay, guys. So, cool. So here we have first build battle complete. Please share your projects with me in the chat section. Whoever has made your projects. While I wait for you guys to submit your projects, I really want to show you what I made. And okay, let me also share your project, my project. I'm sorry. So, guys, you can just click on the share button at the top, and then you can copy this link and click on the share project button over here. And so, for example, my project's name is Shoot the Balloon, and just paste your URL over here and share my project. So it says enter a valid URL. Why is my URL not valid? Let me see. So I just copied the link from copy link, and then I just pasted it. Oh, for some reason it says the link is not valid. All right, you guys can just share the link directly in the chat. Let me see if it takes that link or not. So I'm just gonna show my project to all of you. Seems like we don't have much coders on the battlefield today. I get it. It's Christmas season, and I'm assuming a lot of you are on vacation. That's fine. We always have this video that you guys can watch later on, and just take hints from what I made, and then create your own projects. So here's what I made though. So this is a balloon shooting game where I made this tile map where I have different balloons. Let me just show you once. So I just made this tile map where I have different balloons. I created tiles of my own, and yeah, and I also made my own sprite, which is this arrow. I'm sure you guys can make it much better. And I'm just controlling it to go up and down with my arrow keys. And when I press the space key, it's gonna shoot all these balloons. I've added some effects over here. So there is a countdown of 30 seconds that whenever these 30 seconds are up and I'm able to shoot all of these balloons, I win. Otherwise, I lose. So let's see, or I don't know, win. Now, let me just quickly go through the code and show you guys how it was done. It's really simple. So on start, we're just setting the background color. As you guys can see, it's blue. And then I'm setting the tile map. Then I'm setting my sprite, which is the player. And I'm positioning it to x8 and y60, which is this initial position. Okay. And it's able to move with only the y, as you can see, up and down. I'm not able to move it horizontally because I don't want it to move horizontally. Then we're starting the countdown with 30 seconds. Now, when your A button or your space key is pressed, that time I'm setting the vertical velocity to 50. So we are not doing it manually, we are automatically setting it to 50. Okay, it just went like that. And then forever, now this is interesting, guys. Whenever it touches this wall, going back to my starting position of x8 and y60. This is a really cool bug is that you can check to see if your sprite is hitting any of, the right, left, top or bottom walls. And then we are just using the overlap block to see if my sprite of kind player is overlapping with any of my red or blue balloons. Then it gives me the location at which my sprite is overlapping with that particular balloon. And at that location, I'm setting it as a null tile. So that means it's an empty tile. So you guys can see that whenever the blue balloon is touched, the tile goes empty. Okay. And then I'm also giving it a fire effect just to show, just to make it a little bit fancy. You guys can use any of the effects and for any duration that you want. And then we are also changing the score. Similarly, we do this with the red balloon. And when the countdown ends, we are losing the game. And over here, I manually counted that I have 21 balloons. So when I reach 21 balloons, when my score is 21, that means I have shooted all balloons. So we win that time. So that was all, guys. That was my game for today. You guys, please create it and then do send it later on. And meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and start the second battle. So, this is the 5 minute battle. And first, let me just mark step number 2 as done, and we receive a hot dog. Okay, so again, you are free to choose um, any theme that you like. Okay, so let's start your project. Okay, first let me just make the timer, and I'm starting it. Okay, so this time what should I make? Okay, I'm just gonna call this game as Falling Down just to show you guys. um, okay, I'm gonna call it Gravity Fall, and let's see if we can do a different idea that you guys can benefit from. So this time I'm gonna make something like an object is falling from the sky, and there are a lot of coins to collect on the way. Okay, let's see what we have first. Uh, okay, let me just. Okay, guys, I wanted to show it a vertical gravity falling down effect. So I'm gonna make my height parameter as big. I'm just gonna make it 52. So it looks we're falling down, and the screen size I wanted to be in the visible section. So I'm just gonna make it 10. And I'm gonna show that we collect some. Okay, let's say we just collect some hearts along the way. So I'm just gonna make some hearts, and we're just gonna fill it over here. Okay, and okay, we have some random hearts, and let's say we have some grass at the bottom. We have grass, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it a wall tile. So guys, what is a wall tile? I hope you guys remember. A wall tile is something that you cannot pass through. It's like wall. So anything that you want that your sprite just stays on, you can use a wall tile. So just click on this wall section and just draw it over here. Now this is my wall. So yeah, we have this falling backdrop. Now just gonna quickly go create my sprite, and I'm just gonna take a person which is at the center, and I'm gonna make him fall. So I'm not gonna make my person to have any kind of a vertical. Okay, cool. And so guys, we have one last minute left, and let's hope I can complete my project. And okay, we have last 10 seconds, and uh-oh, time's up. All right. So, uh, all right, guys. I hope when you guys watch this video, you guys were able to create cool projects under 5 minutes, which I'm sure you guys gonna be sharing. But as of now, I see uh, nobody who's shared their project with us as of yet. So I'm gonna just show you guys what uh, I made. All right. So this is what I made. Okay, why do we have an exclamation over here? Let me just check. Okay, guys. So this is what I made. Now I wanted to give it an effect that, you know, our guy is falling down through the sky and we want to collect hearts along the way. But I haven't been able to complete it. So, but I really don't like my background image over here. It's getting in the middle of the animation. So let's just, what should we choose to, should we just choose a building backdrop? No, we want, um, okay, let's choose this deserty feel. Actually, not this either. Okay, let's choose these clouds. Not bad. Okay, guys, feel free to choose whatever you guys want. So what I've done anyway is that I've set my background image and then a tile map. I made it the width to be within my visible screen and the height to be more so that I have a lot of time and screen to fall down. And at the bottom, I created these hearts, um, and then as coin, you know, these hearts to collect. And I created this wall tile at the bottom. Then I'm setting my sprite, and my sprite this time can move only with, you know, it can only move horizontally, unlike my archery arrow, which could only move vertically. So you can see this is reversed this time now. And what camera follow sprite does is that whenever my sprite is falling down, it gives that moving screen, vertically moving effect. Okay, guys, so that's why tile maps are very important, because this kind of effect cannot be done with a background image. So you need a tile map to be able to produce such effects. So wherever my sprite is going, my camera will follow it. And how is my sprite going down? Because forever we have set the vertical velocity to 50. So 50 means it's coming down, okay, forever and forever. And when it stop, it automatically stops when it hits our wall tile. That is why we created this. So it cannot pass through it. So okay, let's try and complete this project actually, because I kind of really liked it. So it was really easy, and we have only a little bit of steps left. So now when our sprite overlaps with hearts, we just want to change the score. So I typed in score, and let's see the shortcut to find the score blocks. I am just going to change the score by one. Okay, and I am also going to make that particular heart vanish so that it gives the effect that I have collected it. So I'm going to say set that set to empty where at this location. Okay, set empty at the location where my sprite overlapped with the heart. Okay, and we can also add some effect actually. So we can say that, okay, just play this sound in the background, that it says that, hey, we have completed. I It's like anything, okay, which says that I have collected this particular coin, and that's it. So you can go ahead and add more effects to it. Let's see how this looks like. Okay, okay, that's nice sound. I don't know if you guys can hear it. You see my score is changing. Oops. Okay, we're done. So you guys can add more effects to it. You can add a countdown. You can add lives. You can also add danger smileys. For example, and this is hard, so you can add like a danger signal and place it at some places when it's coming down. And if we touch those danger signals, our lives go down. All right. So that's one way. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna mark this second battle also as done. Okay, I should have actually shared my project with you guys. Let me just quickly do that. So it's called Gravity Fall. I am going to copy and then share my project. My project name is Gravity Fall. I pasted it and share my project. Okay, I don't know why it keeps saying that it's an invalid um, project. So it's strange. It was not happening like that last time. Okay, I'll have a look at it. But anyways, I will just send it again in the chat so that you guys can see it when you see this video offline. Okay. All right, and that with that we are done, and I got a hand holding ceiling. Okay, so now on to the final battle, where it's a 1 minute battle, guys. And over here we do have a theme. We have to design a character, a particular character. Okay, it can be a sprite. Okay, and you don't need to add any code, just create a cool character. Okay, so let's start the timer, and then we're gonna create one. So starting it, starting your project. Okay, guys, it's Christmas season, so I just quickly thought I'll try to create a Santa. Uh, okay, I have no clue where to even start. Okay, we have a red hat. Uh, we can show some hair. No, I don't think hair is looking nice. Okay, guys, I don't think my Santa is looking nice. Do you think this looks like a Santa? And our time is up. So I could only. Okay, this does not look like a Santa at all. All right, guys, let me anyway see how that looks like. This looks like this looks like an amateur Santa, huh? I do want to add a piece of code, and there's something called scale, which changes. If you change the scale to 5, it's just gonna increase the size of your sprite. So I don't know what's missing over here. It definitely doesn't look like a Santa, but it's okay. That's the fun of it. I still had fun creating it. I'm really excited to see what characters you guys make, and then share with me. Do share your projects, guys. I would love to see them later on. And unfortunately, I was the only coder on the battlefield today, which is fine. There are some battles that you have to fight alone, and which is absolutely fine. So I'm still gonna mark this as done. And with that, we complete build battles. And all right, guys. So that was it for today. Happy holidays to everyone. We're gonna meet next time. I wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and a great and fantastic Happy New Year. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.